Over the river and through the woods to Myrtle Beach we go.
The truck knows the way because we're using today the app called Google Maps.
Yay!
Top of the morning to you. Merry day after Christmas. Hope everybody had a grand one. We certainly did. We are headed for Myrtle Beach State Park. This is what I hope is becoming an annual thing. I hope it is anyway.
We shall see.
Our end of last week of the year mission of adventure. We are leaving from my mom's place after our first mooch docking experience.
Yay!
Which one of her neighbors was incredibly generous and allowed us to drop in their spot. This couple happens to have a fifth wheel, so they've got a power post out there by the fifth wheel, so they allowed us to hook up, and that was a big help, so we could sleep in heat and didn't have to worry about taking up an extra guest room over at mom's. My sister and her hubby were over there too, so it kind of helped keep the crowd down. Really, we don't have any huge agenda for this trip. I mean, because it's been Christmas season and coming back from Thanksgiving and all that jazz.
And I'm in recovery.
And she's in recovery.
Always.
We haven't really had the mental time to map out an agenda for this trip. We did make some plans to see a light show
at Brookgreen Garden.
Yeah, later in the week. So we've got
tomorrow.
Yeah, it is. That's right. It is tomorrow. Okay, well, so there's that. So you'll certainly see some of that. I'm confident in our ability to come up with something to do. So there'll be plenty to show you. If nothing else, I have every intention of taking a little tour of Myrtle Beach State Park. Yet again, working on our never-ending tour of original civilian conservation corps parks in South Carolina, and that was one of the first, if not the first.
I think it was the first.
So I hope to take a look around and show you some of that. And then whatever else we find, you will be along to see it.
That's right.
What time it is, kids? It's time for that segment of the show we call And Here We Are. We made it. What time is it? Let me see. It is 4:30. I'm sorry, 4:30. Day after Christmas as we get here, and it is easily 15 degrees warmer than we thought it was going to be. You can see I've already had to change clothes as I got here. I was overdressed for how warm it is here, but that's beside the point. What you came to see is the campground. So this is our site, Site 336, and you know, these trees make it look a little compressed, but we actually had a fairly easy time backing the Falcon in here. I had to, let me swing you around, I had to kind of pull out against traffic in that street right there to get enough of an angle to come back, but there was nobody coming. It was fine. And all's well that ends well. We got kind of situated perfectly, and Let me show you. We've even got, unusual for state parks, we've got a sewer hookup. Although this is the tallest sewer valve I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how I'm probably gonna have to, whenever we dump, come out here with rubber gloves and actually disconnect the hose and hold it up so it can drain. But I think that's the only negative I've got about this site so far. And we got enough room, and as you come around and see, Jesse's already got the mat out. We got plenty of space here. We got some neighbors right here we haven't met yet, but I don't think everything's gonna be fine. Plenty of room to get Big Red 5 in and out. Little Miss Wounded Wing is getting things ready to go in here. But
slowly but surely.
We're here because we pigged out so much Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. We did not eat much of anything coming down here, and it's catching up to us now. So I think as soon as boss lady here says we're ready to go, we're going to go in search of a meal out that's not barbecue or fried chicken or lard.
And the mosquitoes are trying to make a meal of you.
Oh, once they taste my blood, they'll quit. We'll get settled in, and tomorrow we'll find some adventure and take you along with us. And off we go to explore a little bit of Myrtle Beach State Park. It is lunchtime. Yes, we take that long to get ready in the mornings.
Well, not normally.
Yeah. She had wrist surgery, by the way. I don't think we've mentioned that to you folks. I mean, nothing accidental. I mean, it was planned, but she had some kind of little something on the tendons, what it was.
Similar to carpal tunnel surgery.
But not exactly. So, yeah, she had to have that done, and she's kind of...
Too much typing.
A little bit gimpy right now, but I'll pull her along. All right, let's see what this place is like. Got the bathhouse right a stone's throw away from our site. And laundry, too. Isn't that neat? No, you can't do that.
Huh?
You can't do that. It's not safe.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah. I got it now. Given how popular Myrtle Beach State Park is, it doesn't really surprise me, but it's interesting to see how there are sites that'll accommodate just about any size rig you can imagine. I mean, we've seen, well, of course, we've seen all kinds of rigs fit into all kinds of sizes, but I think the sizes that are appropriate for each rig are here. You know, we've seen some folks squeeze some big rigs in tiny spots, and even our spot, I think, is a little bit bigger than we needed.
But we're okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, but again, it's interesting to see a state park that kind of had all sizes in mind when they laid out these spots. There are more camper vans here than we usually see.
It's true.
And this is the ranger station / check-in / camp store. We'll check it out. Okay, so much for the camp store. Oh, check this out.
The parking lot. You can leash your dog.
Leash him up.
That's so cool.
Bridle them like cattle. Or horses or something.
Yeah.
Alright, I hear they have an ocean right here. Yeah.
I think they only allow that during this time of year.
Mm-hmm. That would be reasonable. First to open, because I thought Kings Mountain was like established 1934. That'll take a little bit more research.
Well, it says open in South Carolina, Kings Mountain.
That's South Carolina.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's it. I'm sure there's some kind of explanation. The pier is still closed for repairs from the last humongous hurricane that rolled through here, the name of which escapes me. I'll drop it down here if I can find it or whatever.
Yeah.
But so we couldn't go out on the pier. But since we've got the light show coming up tonight, we're probably going to head back to the camper and come up with a late lunch, early supper, and start prepping to go do that, which you will see. Brookgreen Gardens for the light show. I have no idea where we're going, what we're doing. This is all on her.
And I've never been here either, so
But
we're just following the crowd.
She booked the tickets, so I'm following her. Now, if she's going to follow the crowd, then that'll be the chain, but that's the way it's going.
It's the night of 1,000 lights. Thousands of hand-lit candles and other electric lights throughout the park.
And now you know more than I do.
And that's about all I know at the moment.
Let's go find out. It's a little bit surprising with all these lights.
How dark it is.
How dark it is around here.
Like, when it's tall enough, I feel tall. It's short enough, I feel tall.
The countdown. Join me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, show's over.
So thus concludes our evening of the night of 1,000 lights.
And we counted.
Yeah, right. I'm sure the guys that took over 2 months to install them definitely counted, but we didn't see every single light. Too busy. Very crowded.
The most lights I've ever seen in a dark environment.
Well, yeah.
It's amazing how you have 10 gajillion lights and you have so darn dark in there.
Yeah, it's true.
But lovely, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
And this was the first year they did the Night of 1,000 Lights for the New Year's event. 3 nights, tonight, tomorrow night, and New Year's Eve.
Yep.
Yeah. So we didn't know that. I didn't know it was the first time they've done it this time of year. I know they do it for Christmas, but I didn't know they didn't do it at New Year's. We were the first.
Part of the inaugural crowd.
Maybe that's why it was so crowded tonight.
Yeah, it was crowded, all right. Jeez Louise. Packed to the gills around here.
So in saying that, Happy New Year, and we'll see you later.
Top of the morning to you. Monday morning, December 30th, day 5 of our 7-day Myrtle Beach trip, our hopefully annual trip between Christmas and New Year's. Day 5, and we're breaking down camp. Nothing terrible. coming back. You'll see why over the course of the day, but let me preface what you'll see by warning you. Don't ever just stop by Camping World to look, because you may end up changing your life. And take a good look at Aluminum Falcon 1.0, because by the time we're finished here today, you'll be looking at Aluminum Falcon 2.0. It's a long story. We'll fill you in as the day goes along. It's going to be a day.